From being in line for a start against Gibraltar to not even going to the Euros, it's all went horribly wrong for Ben Doak over the last 48 hours. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We were all excited when Stevie Clarke came out and says that Ben Doak would start. He would get game time against Gibraltar, despite Ben Doak pretty much not playing any football in 2024. We were excited to see how he would get on. And what happened? He didn't play against Gibraltar. He didn't start. He didn't get brought on as a sub. And now he is pulled out of the Scotland squad. He will not be at the Euros. And it is sadly, apparently down to injury. So, I mean, this is interesting because Clarke did come out and say that he would start against Gibraltar, and Ben Doak came out and says that he is feeling great. He actually said this. He was talking about him actually playing games and looking forward to being in a Scotland shirt, saying that he feels great and he feels ready to go onto the pitch, and now he is pulled out of the squad. Now, a statement from the SFA reads as follows, quote, "Ahead of Friday's match against Finland, Steve Clarke has called Tommy Conway into his squad. Sadly, Ben Doak has been withdrawn from the Euro 2024 squad through injury. Ben, we know we'll see you entertaining crowds at Hampden in a Scotland shirt soon." End of quote. So, it is disappointing. I mean, the SFA are saying it is injury related. I mean, we've no reason to doubt them. We've no reason to suspect that. I mean, this is false, but it's just a bit strange that Steve Clarke said he was going to start, that he was going to be up front against Gibraltar. Ben Doak was saying how he feels great, how he feels ready to go, and then all of a sudden he doesn't get that start. I mean, I can only assume maybe in the warm-up to the Gibraltar game, maybe Ben Doak pulled something, but even then it's like, it's just strange that he's now out the squad. I mean, it's one thing, maybe him not making the Gibraltar game, or maybe him being brought on as a sub and Steve Clarke going back on his decision and not starting him. But for him just to be saying that he's feeling great, Steve Clarke saying he's going to start him, and then all of a sudden, bang, he doesn't start, he's taken out the squad. I mean, they didn't even give him time, he's not even being on standby, he's not even been kept available for the Finland game, he's just been taken out the squad, he's dropped out. So, very disappointing there. I think a lot of us were looking forward to see what Ben Doaks can do. Does this competition come a little bit too early for Ben Doaks? I mean, probably. Hopefully when we qualify for the World Cup in 2026, Ben Doaks will have matured as a player. Hopefully he can have 2 seasons from here to then, injury-free, and we can find out just how much potential this kid has got. But yeah, it sucks that Ben Doaks is now out. Tommy Conway is in. I can't say this fills me with much optimism. I don't even know if I really want to see Tommy Conway start. Against Finland, I'm thinking it would be better to... Normally, I'm all for experimenting, but I just don't think Tommy Conway should be playing a part for us in this Euros. I do not want to be going into games where God forbid, start Tommy Conway, but I don't want to be going on to games where we need to bring on Tommy Conway as a sub, or we're looking to chase a goal, we're trying to get back into a match, and Tommy Conway is the guy to do that. I mean, no offence to him, I just don't think that he is the quality that Scotland need, but he has been called up, and you know what, if he does start against Finland, or if he makes an appearance against Finland, then so be it. It is a friendly. But yeah, I just think he is there to make up the numbers. Now, what this means is that Steve Clarke numbers now remain at 27. Dykes obviously pulled out. It was expected that he would replace someone with Dykes, but then rumours were going that he wasn't going to do that, so that his choice would be made easier, because instead of having to cut 2 players, he would only have to cut 1. Obviously then Ben Doaks has pulled out, and Steve Clarke has now decided to replace Ben Doak. So he didn't replace Lyndon Dykes, he replaced Ben Doak, so the number is still at 27. He needs to get that down to 26. He currently has 4 goalkeepers: Angus Gunn, Craig Gordon, Sander Clark, or Liam Kelly. Surely one of them will be sacrificed. You could argue it would be Conway, but what would be the point of calling Conway up? I think that Conway is going to be in the Euro squad. If he wasn't, then I just believe that Steve Clarke would have made no further additions. He would have just kept the squad as it is. But he's replaced Ben Doak with Tommy Conway. So for me, Tommy Conway is definitely going to be in this squad, and I imagine that one of the goalkeepers will drop out. You do not need 4 goalkeepers for a tournament that we could very likely only play 3 games in. So for me, it's going to be one of the goalkeepers. I think it should probably be Liam Kelly, but we'll see what he does. We'll see who he drops. It won't be Angus Gunn. I don't think it should be Craig Gordon. I think Craig Gordon deserves to go to the Euros. I think he deserves to play some game time. I can't believe he never got any match time at the last Euros. I think he deserves. I mean, this will probably be his last tournament for Scotland. It would be nice to see Craig Gordon play a competitive competitions, international competitions before he retires, even if it's just a cameo 10, 15 minutes late in the game. But look, we'll see. That's up to Steve Clarke to make that decision, but I'm not optimistic here going into the Euros. It's been really, really poor. I mean, I would say ever since that game we lost to Spain, the 2-1 game that we lost, or was it 2-0? 2-1? 2-1. Yeah, no, it was 2-1. I would say since that game, we've been really disappointing. And the results have been poor, performances have been poor, everything's been kind of poor. And also our luck with injuries has been very poor. So it's just poor all round. Hopefully, though, we get it right. Hopefully Steve Clarke is saving the best for last. I'm looking forward to the Euros. I'm just not very optimistic right now, but I'm gonna predict we still get the group. I think we'll have enough to get the group, but much more than that, I'm not really seeing it. I think we're at the stage now where if you offered me last 16, I would probably take it. Whereas a year ago, I was thinking that if we got a good draw, then we could be looking at quarters, possibly semis. But now I'm thinking we'll be lucky to get out the group. So yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.